If you guys want to improve your photos and make it look just a little bit more cinematic, you need to start doing this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we got another short and sweet video for you. And this one is really fun because I employ this technique whenever I can, and it's going to make your portraits look a bit more cinematic. And you don't need any equipment. All you need is just the sun. And the technique that I want to share with you today is called backlight. All you gotta do is just backlight your portraits. Not just with portraits, whenever you can, just backlight everything. Here's a quick rundown of what backlight is. It's basically when the light is going to be behind your subject. It's one of the most important techniques you can do when taking a photo or video. Why is this important? It's important because backlighting separates your subject from the background. This creates depth and contrast, and when used correctly, it can make a mundane photo stand out. It can make a very mundane shot look more dynamic and dramatic. So how do I use backlighting, and what situations would I use backlighting for? Here's a few scenarios that I use backlighting in. Whenever I shoot portraits in a studio and there's lots of natural light coming in from a window, I would have the model facing me with their back facing the light source. Good lighting will always make your images stand out, whereas if it was just like a boring day where there isn't much light coming in and it's a bit flat, then your photos will always going to look flat and boring. When I shot low light portraits or neon portraits, I would do the same thing. I would find the light source and just backlight the subject. This creates a silhouette and gives your subject that edge lighting around your subject so that they don't disappear into the shadows. For natural light, it's the same thing. I usually wait until it's an hour or two before sunset, where the sun is lower and it's more intense, and then again I just place the subject in front of the light source, and then I create a composition that pops. Filmmakers use this technique a lot, and you see it in a lot of these travel films on YouTube where they film people during golden hour and just backlight everything. Take a look at these two photos of Michaela right here. One is with the sun facing towards her, and the other is the backlight. As you can see here, when the sun is in front of her, the photo isn't going to look as interesting as something like this backlight shot of Michaela just like an hour or two after the first shot. Take a look at these images right here with these household appliances like the faucet and the salt shaker. You see the way the light is casting these long shadows and creating some of these lens flares as well. In these photos of everyday mundane things, the reason why these shots look interesting in my opinion is because of the backlighting in it. Try taking these same shots with your household appliances without any of the backlighting involved, and see if you can still find them interesting. Backlighting just makes everything look more compelling. So before I leave you with a montage of a few photos to demonstrate what I'm talking about, if you ever feel that your portraits or your photos or just in general just looks a little bit dull, a little bit flat, and a little bit boring, just remember, when in doubt, backlight everything. Start shooting when the sun is a bit lower so you can get that intense light blasting you, and start practicing. It's a good way to elevate your portraits and stand out from the pack, and you'll get that cinematic portrait look in no time. If you find this video helpful, consider subscribing for more photography tips and tricks video like this one, and thanks so much.